The stress every day, it's not going away.
After escaping an abusive partner, life for Adriana Carrington was getting back on track. She finally got a mortgage for a new home and started her own business. And then the ATO came after her.
The original debt was $15,000 and there's been $17,000 in interest that's been added to. Devastated, absolutely devastated, inconsolable. I was for the first couple of days. Then I've had to try and grapple with what it is, print things out, try and resurrect and fight the case with the ATO.
She says the tax office is calling in a debt owed more than a decade ago that she thought was written off, that's now ruining her life.
It's been really hard, mentally really hard. I've spent a lot of time crying. I've missed support group meetings that I was meant to go to because I'm too upset to even drive to the support group meetings.
Adriana claims her ex-husband set up a trust in her name, which she never received any income from, but went on to create a debt of about $15,000 in the 2008-09 financial year. In 2016, the ATO deemed the debt uneconomical to pursue, and her accountant told her it had been effectively written off. Then in 2023, the ATO resurrected it and sent thousands of other Australians notices alleging they had debts too. With interest, Adriana now owes about $34,000 and the debt is growing.
I could lose my home if they insist that this debt gets paid immediately.
More than $15 billion is owed to the ATO from 1.8 million entities, mainly individuals. It will collect $274 million from about 69,000 taxpayers who have credits in their accounts. The problem for other taxpayers is until the debt is paid, interest generally still applies. Independent MP Andrew Wilkie wants the federal government to step in.
There's more than a whiff of Robodebt. Where a debt, particularly if it's a small debt, where it is literally lost in history and the taxpayer doesn't know the basis for it, the accountant can't get to the bottom of it and get a good explanation, then surely there must be a point at which the ATO has failed to do its job and the money is lost to it.
The tax office says it can't waive the debts, but it will consider dropping interest charges in some cases. The federal government is now considering whether it will step in and act.
The ATO has sent you an assessment for 55 cents. They're not asking for immediate payment, but they are expecting it to be paid fairly soon.
This accountant says she has 20 clients who are being pursued for old debts worth as little as a few cents. One has since died. She says the law needs to be changed so small debts can be waived.
If they had a way of saying, well, look, if the debt's under $5, $10, whatever it is, we won't try and recover it. I mean, it looks really embarrassing when an organisation like the ATO tries to recover 55 cents.
She didn't even know that there were tax debts in her name.
The founding director of this tax and business advisory clinic also wants the law changed. Anne K.S. Kumar says they've worked with the ATO to clear similar debts for 10 clients.
The sense of anxiety and fear and helplessness is quite profound. When it comes to economic stability, particularly in the broader context of a post-pandemic cost of living crisis, it can have a tipping point effect on clients.
A tipping point now facing many other Australians.